Okay, we're on our final day of the trek on Mount Kenya National Park. It's been absolutely amazing. I'd say the flora here is just mind-boggling. I guess it's due to the fact that there's so much running water as well in lakes. You can see all the senecio plants around me here, up in the background here. Let's see. See Mount Kenya up there. And it's just been really fun to trek through Mount Kenya National Park. It's been really quiet. We've barely seen a person the entire time. Last night we were at the Shipton camp. Woke up this morning with stunning views of Mount Kenya above and the rocky crag going up to it. In that whole Shipton camp, there was only like 4 other people, one other Western guy with a group of guys that were hanging out trying to climb the technical route up Mount Kenya. But the trek through Mount Kenya National Park, I really have been impressed day after day with the beauty, the big rocky cliffs and the gorgeous valley, the waterfalls and the running water, as well as all of these plants that are just everywhere. The giant senecio forest, the lobelia plants, just the green and the beauty of this place. It's really been a fabulous trek, 5 days, 4 nights. And we're really excited to start to offer this with Worldwide Trekking and also accompany it with a safari afterwards. So we do a 4 or 5 day safari to follow. And you can have a nice time over here in Mount Kenya National Park and Kenya in general, surrounded by rugged mountains all around this great big valley. Coming up to the Shipton camp, we're coming down. It's a low angle hike out. It's beautiful. On the way in, remote camping all by ourselves every night. Just stunning. And you have this real exotic adventure over here in Kenya. So the nice thing about it from the United States again is there's many direct flights into Nairobi, so you can fly from New York City, Washington, D.C., and other areas in the United States directly into Nairobi and get going. You don't have big layovers, you don't have connections to make and that kind of thing. So we're excited to offer this and refine it a touch. Have all of the high standards of Worldwide Trekking camps with dining tent, tables, chairs, toilets, nice 4-season tents, and a great experience here in Kenya, in Mount Kenya National Park. Okay, we're here at the entrance to the Mount Kenya National Park, right here, and just finishing up our tour. We had an amazing trek through Mount Kenya National Park. Spent the last 5 days trekking up over Lanana, high point of the trekking route Mount Kenya National Park, and just amazingly beautiful terrain that we had here. So it's been a real joy to be here in Mount Kenya National Park. We look forward to coming back. We look forward to bringing guests back to experience some of this beauty here in Kenya and in the national park and far away from the crowds and other areas that we travel. So we'll be back in Mount Kenya and looking forward to the next time. Okay, we're here in Nanyuki Town, Kenya, right on the equator. So if you look behind me here is the equator, 0 degrees. So walking right now from the northern hemisphere over to the southern hemisphere, just like that. On the equator here, another highlight of this trip in the Mount Kenya National Park is coming out of the national park and crossing the equator on foot from the northern into the southern hemisphere. We're going to continue south down into Nairobi, and from Nairobi we're going to spend the night in Nairobi, and then we're on to Zanzibar for a few days to relax before our next Kilimanjaro group comes into town. So yep, just crossed the border from the northern to the southern hemisphere. Heading out.